Okay, now let's talk about the lower. First, starting off, it is an advanced frame. The hammer and two sears are steel. The safety is not, and they wobble quite a bit. Like you can move one to the other independently, and they have, wow, quite a gap. Oh, yeah. Okay, there goes the pin. Okay. Now that we're at it, we might as well just disassemble it. Okay. So, not steel. Very interesting leaf spring, to be honest. This one is so bent backwards. The trigger pull is actually not bad, by the way. I measured it, it's measured 2.5 pounds of trigger pull. A stock Marui is like 1.5. This is also zinc. Flat head screws, very interesting choice of, and super stiff. Holy shit. Okay. I start to think they're fake. Are they metal though? Yes, steel screws. So man, they are also okay. Beforehand, let's see if the magwell would fit. This is a edge magwell, and no, I believe I have the old batch that doesn't line up. The hole is not aligned. Yeah, the stock one would work though. Yeah. Okay, so we can say the grip is not compatible in that area. I just hope I can remove the grip. Okay, not happening. Let me just grab some better tools. Okay, so I have loosened the screws. We do need some really heavy duty screwdrivers to get these two screws loosened. They are not screw glued, they are just tightened down really firmly. Okay. On the plus note, it has a thread insert for the front screw, so not just a plastic screw you have on the Marui. So the Marui go on to one of these. And I guess it's a no. Yeah, I guess not. It's not going in. So can a metal grip go in? Well, also no. It's too narrow here to fit the grips. But I suppose if you really want to, you can file a grip to fit. Yeah. But the stock grip, as I said, I like it. It's comfortable. It's modern. design is sleek. I don't like the trigger though. You can see cast marks all over it. Same these, same as the MB safeties. Like for advanced frame, they surely went cheap on the other parts. But the cast on these, on the frame, it's really good. And the reason I really like advanced frames is that your hammer post, this pin where your hammer pivots, and your pin for the striker and everything. Yeah, it's a steel pin. It pops right out. So what you have, it's a steel pin, and you have a steel hammer. Everything that ever moves is steel. And that is nice. And I like this set screw here. Even though, in my opinion, they put this in the wrong way around. They should remove this and thread it in through the bottom, if it even has thread all the way through. Okay, it does. And then you could, in theory, pop in your hole pop chamber. Or you can't. Yeah, you would have to grind it off, but I would replace this screw probably with a bow plunger. You know, the set screw, but with a bow nose, spring loaded, to give a constant tension on your gun. Okay, there is the other pin. I like this, even though the lower kinda only fit their grip, but it fits their grip nice. I mean, I don't really see any instant gaps if you tighten everything. Magwell kind of stuck with theirs, but it's not the ugly Magwell. This is the edge one. But since with Maruis, you can just really customize it. So put everything back together. This gun came to me with a total cost of $235. And advanced frame, a full set of advanced frame would cost you $200, $250 from Airsoft Masterpiece. You have cheaper brands like KF, they cost you $100, but they're slightly more compatible to TM, gonna be honest. They're slightly more compatible. They can take TM grips and generally they're alright. They also have the steel stuff. And it's cast aluminum, but CNC finished. And this one I can imagine it looks to be fully cast, but very clean cast. So the lower is actually nice. I think you don't really have to touch the lower. The chamber is good. You just throw away their hole pop solution. It's junk. Given the amount of oil in there and the material, I can't even tell if this is good because it's so full of oil, so soaked. Just throw away that. The barrel inside is not clean. You can see oil all over it. The crown is also not clean. You just get a ZCI stainless steel type bore X6.02, pop in a modify X-range bucking. I would suggest replace the stock non-drop barrel. It wobbles way too much and doesn't really do anything. But it is threaded and it's come with adapter. I really think that is nice. Aftermarket, you're talking about, I mean, yeah, you do save quite a bit of money. It's for Masterpiece, aluminum barrel costs like $40. The thread adapter is probably 10. You're saving $50 right there. I would change the slide. It's very unlikely that you would put a red dot on it. It's not lightweight unless you upgrade the blowback housing. But if you're going to upgrade, yeah, it's probably you're going to change them. But then again, you cannot holster this all that change to add weight to it. And if you're into high cappers, your solution is gonna be fixed right now, that is not moving with the slide, because you want the slide to be as light as possible. So in conclusion, I think it gives you a different approach, certainly different approach from talking about Marui, high kappa. You don't really have to touch lower, so it saves you quite a bit. If you really want to go with, let's say, if you use it for secondaries, I think the okay, you don't touch it. Just do the bucking and inner barrel change. That's the only thing you do. You use the stock iron sight, and that's it. But if you're like into speed QVs, you're using pistol quite a bit. The stock Marui, the one frame, apart from the posts and stuff, this actually doesn't contribute to it to be more smooth compared to a island type. I just enjoy the pins. But you could build, like, I think the replacement from ICS is $400. So it's the same price as the KF. And it's about, what you get about the same thing. This is not perfect. This is not Airsoft masterpiece inside. And the finish on these, I would say they're all awful. The safety is really bad. This paint looks really cheap. This shiny, glossy, like powder baked kind of thing. I mean, comparison, this is right now $50 more expensive than the SSP1, and honestly, buy the KJ. If you want steel internals, the KJ has a couple models for like 120 and they are still inside. The SSP1, it just looks cooler. So this one here, you also have the steel inside, and I actually think it looks better. And this one is pretty used. It's slightly better. And it's $50 you can put into a... So, in my opinion, the good is the lower. I mean the frame with the combo. Grip actually, and I like it. The safety, no. Flat catch is worse than the TM Gold Match, but it's on par with others. The TM Gold Match has that tube to reduce friction, so you got a good lock on a hole-pop chamber and still have a smoothness for the lock. I like the TDC solution of the chamber. I really like that. I dislike how it poorly fit into their own frame though. That's just, man, they could do better. I like how it actually fits really nice on the TM. Nozzle actually looks pretty nice. I like the recoil solution. Housing looks crap, but that's on every gun because people don't really look at the insides. So yes, thanks for watching, and I think that's all.